kinda announced this stream like only 5 minutes ago, so there will likely be not as many people. But I found myself with some time at my hands. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but anyway, here I am. Life, water, thunder, earth, fire, darkness, light, air, ice, existence. The forces governing our reality all sprung from the tree along with the seeds of their guardians and their respective worlds. In time, life would spread farther beyond throughout our universe, while 10 worlds would enjoy the rule of their assigned protectors. But things did not go exactly as planned. Even in the beginning, the world of the Guardian of Fire fell apart, creating the blazing moon that would in time be known as Karash. The seed of fire crashed into Nozular, paving the way for perpetual chaos on a dark world that was destined to belong to the bellicose beast that was the Guardian of Water. Not the fair woman whose songs told of a peaceful existence on a bright land that would never be. The shade of their shared domain hung by the delicate thread of their strange mutual love-hate relationship. In time, that thread would be severed by the Guardian of Water himself, by piercing through her heart with his maw. Around the same time, a remarkably immature Guardian of Darkness would grow inexplicably jealous over Yera's favoritism towards his sisters of Earth and Life, for both the wielder of the arcane flame and the mistress of the void had powers and physical attributes she did not. She would rebel against her creator and attempt to harness the full extent of her power, only to fail and cause the utter destruction of all life in her domain, including herself. Meanwhile, something happened to the tree. It is said a powerful force beyond imagination possessed it and its protector. Yera turned against the first gods and fled into our universe to summon the powers of his remaining demons against his own brethren. Only 3 of our guardians refused the call, aware that disobeying him constituted an unforgivable sin, and that they would not stand a chance against his ire. The remaining first gods saw no option but to sacrifice themselves to create a new entity that would rival the traitor and his corrupted creations. Illuvia, the avatar of the union of light and darkness. She would obtain the support of the 3 guardians who remained loyal to the first gods and their purpose. Uria of life, his sister of earth and the arcane flame, and his sister of existence and secrets. With their combined forces, they defeated the Erara and incarcerated him within the Great Void. Alas, the cost was too great. All the other guardians were destroyed, and so were the mortals who joined his cause, willingly or not, as well as those unfortunate witnesses of the lengthy battle between gods. Our 3 goddesses. Wait a moment. Our 3 goddesses did not have the power to repair the great damage caused, and most importantly, it was never within their abilities to resurrect the fallen. With her last forces, Illuvia instructed them to take the bulk of the survivors to the remote worlds of Urwata and Zelidar, so they could continue to progress on their own in a reality set apart from the rest, created by the Guardian of Existence, and guarded by the gatekeepers born from her many hearts. Uria and his sister of Earth sacrificed their lives to restart the process that brought them into existence. wiping out any remaining lives along with their own, thus putting an end to the first cycle. Life flourished anew, with the hope of a new beginning. But the goddesses knew that it would not be the same. The tree is tainted with imperfection, and so is our universe, strife and chaos, death and misery. Near the end, the goddesses saw what was coming for us, and although no one had the chance to document it in detail before the process began, they did leave some clues. And to ensure we would have the necessary resources to forge our own destiny, Illuvia provided us with the legacy of the first gods. 2 orbs, each one holding the essences of light and darkness, and their own sacred body. Their location remained unknown until relatively recently. Area, wherein the seed of Earth was planted, no longer tied to its guardian. Norzula, where the new guardians of water and fire would finally find peace, and Ephyr, wherein the seed of life would prosper in solitude until the new guardian would return to claim it. And it is with Illuvia's legacy that our new guardian of life intends to put an end to the fruitless existence to which we are doomed. Past of Sorrows, Gathering Storm. First of all, Mary Renke, I also really like the Argane journal, the entries of Argane's journal. There's absolutely nothing hinting at this place having served as a chaos base of any sort in recent times. It is completely deserted and ruined. I fear we have been misled. We might not even be in Calgary for all I know. No, I recognized the mountain range to the south. We never saw what lay north of it. We are a little farther from Calgary than I expected. But it's not like any of us, or our allies, knew exactly where the Pass of Sorrows is. Let us proceed south, carefully. Igor, do you think you could help watch our backline for any potential attacks from the north? Oh, but I wanted to help. I've seen that you prefer a more frontal approach to battle these days, but right now my main concern is that we don't get ambushed. You will still be able to help us by alerting us to any possible threats. If you think it's the best way I could help them, then I'll do it, my lady. Let's go, Willow! So on for now, explore around. So we've got Uga that's always the first one, then MS Blue, Marirenko, Yotende, and Shrek Slayer and Cat Behemoth. I think that concludes all the named units for now, and I'm already in negative amount of gold, so I'll just leave it there. And I kinda should change things, no more skipping moves and fights. So yeah, that's why this guy appeared from nowhere. So hi Yotena, yeah, you are over here. Indeed. So Alenia still needs a lot of XP. Like, I've got 6 upgrades still. That's gonna be a while until I actually have them all. If I can get them all. It's a valid question. So he attacks, which I'm honestly fine with. I needed XP anyway. Then just attack him for the fun. Kill this one, or at least try. Works. Then, first of all, the Fairy Fire upgrade. More damage is always nice. Also makes it somewhat easier to get kills. So that's also appreciated. Ugh, the fog is getting thicker. So yeah, literally fog. Like where previously there was apparently some fog, but not that much. Okay, actually I'm gonna go back a couple of turns because for this part of the fight, of the scenario, I don't need any of the units I recalled just now. They just rip me off of XP, and that's not nice. Oh, not a single hit. And now all the hits, that's nice. I mean, it works for me. Then... So yeah, this one attacks, so I can level up. Even if I don't kill him right now. So, the fog is getting thicker. Actually, I'm not sure if that's how I do her voice. Maybe, maybe not. The solitude of this place is unsettling. So Yutena was just now pointing out that this is a fun scenario and I can't help but agree. Well, I think it's more fun for me, especially because I have a lot of fairies. Otherwise this might be pretty annoying actually. Okay, so bats have arcane resistance, so going with the piercing damage is the actual right way to go. So note how I tried not to kill that one with Irillion. It's because after all, did I want to say? Right, because she's the one without any level ups or armless after max level advancements. Oh, nice. Linear, Irillion, you should see this. These ruins appear to be centuries old, probably older than the Chaos Empire itself. I imagine that they have remained untouched by our enemies because of their inconvenient location. What may have become of the former denizens? There's a huge monolith over there, which probably would tell us what happened here. So, and I'm gonna end this turn and gonna get wrecked by the wolves. Like really, there's a lot of them. Ouch! Way too close. I'm out of here. So they can totally reach, and I do not appreciate that. This one probably. Like I'm just deciding which of those two I should block from reaching there. Oh, okay, apparently I only have to block one because of the abscond, which I totally forgot about. But it's nice that she has that. So then... Die. Shame. In your face. So now I really need to start recruiting units very fast, because that's not the only enemies I have to face in this part of the map. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, this one will be able to reach. But that's not too terrible. Now, Rebellinia, MS Blue, Renko, your tender, and no more space for now. Then let's find out what happened to this place. First of all, it appears to be a potion vial. Do you want this unit to pick up this item? Yes. Empty vial. It's empty. Fun. Yeah, totally worth picking it up. And recall more units, like these guys, even though they're not named, but still useful. Then Shrek Slayer and Cat Behemoth, of course. Okay, so first of all, weaken this one, so I can easily kill him off. And then also weaken this one, so Anya can take this one down. Then another empty potion vial. It's empty, of course. And now I have to wonder if I want more units or not. Huh, my walking corpse, I didn't notice that that one died actually, but okay. Okay, Alinea should be the one to investigate this monolith. Fine, I can do that. Let's just recruit a couple more units while I'm on the way. Recall, not recruit, my bad. Do I have anyone else left? No, the others don't have the traits I want. Let's investigate. I don't understand this inscription. Some glyphs vaguely resemble the ancient ceremonial Elvish script, but I don't recognize the rest. The wind blows. Wait. Oh snap. Mothergern. Come. She. What's going on? This palace is inhabited by restless spirits of the past, my lady! Defeat all enemy leaders, like first of all those guys turned up. And this part of the place should have opened up as well. I wonder if that's gonna happen. Yep, once I attack the first ones. There seems to be more undead creatures crawling out of the caverns to the south. Perhaps if you can clear them out, we'll find a way out of this valley. Let's try. I mean, what could go wrong? No, seriously. That's actually what we're supposed to do. So I'm trying to shield myself against backstab attacks. So yeah, I'm creating sort of a front here. Perfect. So one more melee strike sounds good. Ouch. That. I'm saying no to this, and whoops. That was very much not intended. Skipping the whole stuff because we already did that. Then first of all take this one down. So yeah, this opens up again. And this time I have to be more careful regarding my units. Boom. Or maybe just take more of them down to begin with. That would also work. I mean, I do have the firepower to do this, so why not? Yep, that should work. So they attack her because she's weak, but she's got abscond, so she doesn't really care. So then destroy this one, and now we've got now we cleared out everyone outside. For the rest of them is just the skeletons that are coming there, and they're not a problem for my heroic forest spirits. I mean, seriously, what do they want to do? It's just skeletons. And skeletons are not a problem if you're dealing fire damage all the time. Like, it would be more annoying if I was, for example, humans and elves, or even if I had my own skeletons and nothing else, because I wouldn't be dealing much damage to them. They wouldn't be dealing damage to me, but that's just small consolation. So this way it's they don't deal damage to me, but I deal damage to them, and that's really the the perfect way for it to be, you know? And the classic burn. Nice. So yeah, there's one ancient leech and another one is gonna be over there. Also, this scenario has a fun item. At least I think it's fun. Oh snap, a wraith. Those are actually annoying. But luckily there's only 1 or 2 of them. Okay, maybe 5, but no more than that, that's for sure. Wait, what? He can reach there? No! I refuse. Oh, I could have sworn he could only move up to there. That was my bad. I did not pay enough attention for sure. Then first of all, burn the hell out of this dude. Also burn this one. It appears to be a potion vial. It's empty. So basically pointing out, yeah, people lived down here before, but even if there's still a potion vial lying around, it certainly won't be containing anything anymore. Like, it's actually crazy that you sometimes run into stuff that still contains something, because really, how does that even make sense? Please do not poison Elinia, please poison the other guy, the fairy, please. Wait, there's enough to poison both, so that's not great. Yep. Kinda expected that, to be honest. At least I can give Elinia a Deathblade kill, which really should accelerate her leveling up a little bit at least. So yeah, you see they're somewhat scared of my army, and they are right to be afraid. I think that's something one of the League of Legends champions says, but I have actually no idea which of them. Sejuani maybe? No, Sejuani would just insult you for being a coward, I think. So I really don't know. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not actually having trouble at this place right now. Then Anya can tank this dude because of Abscond. That's really why this thing is so much worth ability-wise. It's like a get out of jail card. You know what I mean? Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Boom. Damage in your face. I appreciate that. So, and I really need to send her to heal. because it would be awkward to run out of health while fighting. And not just awkward, but also pretty deadly. And dying is not exactly a great thing. Perfect. Then I guess kill this one. Poison is bad. So there is apparently a real potion. So that's nice. Items are all pretty much always nice. So another forest spirit. I'm getting into serious negative income. So I kinda need to take those villages quite soon. Or maybe see if I can find something down there. Okay, there's a spider. I can take a spider. They don't scare me. So yeah, and this guy is actually scared of attacking here. Which is somewhat reasonable, but not that reasonable, honestly. I think. Oh, maybe because he's has not that great chances at killing her, and she would damage him a lot, which is obviously not something they would want. But it's really my best guess I've got there. Burn. Burn as well. And now I've got almost only forest spirits. So that's nice. And Elinia is almost healed, at least no longer poisoned, so that's also nice. Okay, so this was a risk I shouldn't have taken, and I can just be glad that it actually didn't backfire. Really, it's something you shouldn't do. I risked my unit, and that's bad, okay? Then move forward. Also try dealing some damage. Ooh, I see why he doesn't want to attack me. No chance to kill me, but a lot of damage I can deal back if I hit, actually. If I actually hit. I mean, if I don't hit, then it's kinda useless. Okay, this did not work the way I wanted it to. Let's just hope that he doesn't dare to attack her. So, and my forest spirits keep delaying there, which is nice. Like, seriously nice. Marurenko, why are we going oh no right now? Because of this one? I mean, sure, pretty banged up, but healthy enough to survive. So yeah, and he's probably gonna go for her, as you can see, but there's no chance of her getting killed, so... Okay, maybe I should take that back, with there being no chance to kill her. Whoops. Then I should attack from there, so these guys can attack. So I'm just repeating the 3 misses because, well, that is what happened. And trying to get around it would be somewhat cheating. Okay, I don't remember that outcome. Boom, level up. Then also this one, please. At least I saw this one. Okay, so this was apparently just a case of the stream being delayed compared to what people see and comment. So yeah, Mary Renko's comment about "oh no" was about well, Anya pretty much dying, at that point being just at risk of death. Nice, let's see if I can survive that. Should be able to survive that. So yeah, and my forest spirits are slowly getting worn down. Like, Überlinie is fine, because they don't even dare to attack her to begin with. But the others are pretty tanky compared to well, skeletons, but not as tanky. So yeah, and this time I'm fine with Abscond, because the Fungoids can't reach and finish me off, like they did previously. So snap, this dude did far too much damage for my taste. Let's go melee. Like, really, that's the only choice I have with this guy. Okay, then. Yes! Yeah, I knew Ten is complaining about the spiders because it's always spiders. Thank you. No, I am not sure how I'm supposed to do that voice. Thank you. Hey, there's a staff. The Lee staff is glowing. What could it possibly mean? Huh. Who knows? I mean, probably not some cool item, right? I mean, no, I am grateful for that item, let's be honest. It's a really cool item. The story part about it is also pretty nice. So I really shouldn't complain about it. Also, it's better to actually find, like there were previously items the players just didn't find because they were not obvious enough. I'm one of those offenders. So I really should be grateful for obvious items. Also, items are just fun, so that's also nice. Boom, Überlinie on the job. Boom, level up is also nice, and I can bring rested units in. Not this one, but this one. Like, remember, vegetated stuff heals them. So this is also some kind of miniature village for them. This small vial seems to still have essence left in it. We should let this be used by someone who excels at fighting in close quarters. So at this moment I really would appreciate Igor around. So this appears to be a potion vial. Do you want this unit to pick up this item? Yes, but it's empty. The Lee must have been using the power of this staff to cast poison on us. I have a feeling I am the only one who's willing to experiment with it, so I may as well just grab it, don't you think? This ornate staff of unknown origin gives off a sickly aura that even cave creatures avoid. The wielder's arcane resistance is decreased by 10%, and the melee and arcane magic inflict a poison effect on targets. See? It is a good thing that undead wielders are immune to the staff's power. Ha, fun. I feel very much unwell now. Hopefully it will pass after a while. You know, this is one of those times I feel that perhaps it's time for me to have a proper look into the whole Lichtern business. It may save me a lot of trouble in the long run. In order to make my life just a bit easier, I'm going to pretend you have the situation under control and that you aren't being affected by the power of your new toy at all. I will be alright, I think. Need a few minutes while I throw it up in the corner over there. Oof, so your tenant is commenting on the empty potion vials. Well, they are literally supposed to be empty and sort of flavor. Like, there was a civilization here, they left some stuff behind, but most of it is kinda useless by now. Basically like that. Oh, nope, she can't use it either. In that case, I'm gonna save for a moment. Okay, next turn. And what I'm going to do is create a unit that can pick it up, so I can read out the text and so you find out what this thing would even do. Like, I should have kinda done this for the other items I couldn't pick up earlier. But I only now thought of it, so next time. So let's fight through those skeletons. And hi, Ashmirian, Miriam, nice to see you. I thought it's like the middle of the day for you, so you probably wouldn't be able to make it, but I am happy that you could make it this time. So let's cheat a little bit so we can check out what that item does. Elvish, nope, nope, this is the right one. Elvish fighter. Do you want this unit to pick up this item? Yes. Vial of Shadia's Tears. This vial contains a pure form of fire essence that seemingly lasts forever. The damage dealt by the unit in melee combat is increased by 1, and its type is set to fire. The unit's fire resistance is increased by 10%, and its cold resistance decreased by 5%. So yeah, and Ashmirian commented on that she tried to make it, and it's not that late or early for her, so it kind of works out. Debug. No, I want to deactivate it. So yeah, I now showed you. And now we kind of know why Igor had to stay behind to watch for the north, because otherwise he would have been able to pick up the vial. Actually, I'm confused why he's not supposed to pick up the vial. I'm just gonna ask. No, exactly. What was I going to say? I have no idea. It's probably not too important, but it's still kind of annoying that I forgot. The comments say that it's preventing me from having a 12 movement points scout in later scenarios. You mean in this one? Because the potion itself doesn't add movement points. The reason why Igor already has 12 movement points is because he picked up an item in Invasion from the Unknown, which was now made so he couldn't carry it over to After the Storm, so he couldn't be so fast. But I really don't know why he shouldn't pick up this one. Or maybe it's just so I can't use him as a scout in this scenario. Which is sort of fair, but also really a shame. So yeah, this part is not very interesting. We've won this fight, we are just here to clean up. So another empty vial. Just to demonstrate, I'm just pretending maybe there is something somewhere, So I picked them all up to not miss anything in case there actually is something, but it's not really. Okay, so Mary Renko was saying him not being able to pick up the wireless was not the reason why it's not usable in this scenario, but it's because how fast he can move, and that's something that's to be avoided. Him not being able to pick up the wire is just a side effect. Apparently so. Really a shame. Oh, there were 2 waves. Whoops. Well, no trouble. Just blow them all away, sort of. So Yotena being like, no, Maryrenko and Yotena being like that Anya is having a bad day because she's been missing a lot recently. But, well, did not do help. So Ashmyron was just saying that she had never seen a level where you need flying units to pass to a section of a map like that, and actually that's not how it's intended to be played. You normally don't have flying units like this. These are the only flying units you ever have. And actually it's supposed you beat the undead leader over there up, then this door opens and then you can move through there to down there. This is just me having flying units and using them, but that's not how it's expressly intended to be played. That's just me gaming the system a little bit. But that's the amount of gaming the system there is not meaningful, so it wasn't patched. Like, all you do is get a couple more turns out of it, and that's it. So this guy is scary. See, Anya is not having that bad a day. She hit 2 hits there. That's pretty impressive, right? Or at least that's okay, and not too terrible. So me and my whole army of Fire Spirits are on the job. So kinda need this guy to stay away from Alinea, who's somewhat damaged. And yeah, no problem, Ashmyron, for I asked sort of the same questions, so I know the answers, and which is why I can answer them. Ouch. Anyway, let's beat this guy up. Actually, what happens if I kill the enemy leader before I before I defeat all the units? Like, would they just die or something? I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna risk that, and it worked out, so that's okay. Lots of forest spirits and all the villages and another empty vial. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure he goes for this one. Or maybe he doesn't dare to attack, that's also okay. Boom, that's enough hits. And please, yes! Story time! Free! At last! Who are you? Many centuries ago, our ancestors came from the great southern desert, seeking fertile lands to settle. They gave up much to get to this valley, their lives, their families. Most of them died along the way. The few survivors found a ruined temple amidst the mountains, probably built by an extinct civilization. From that temple they learned the ways of fire magic and the song of Shadir, she who forged knowledge from the fire of our hearts. They thrived with their newfound skills and the protection granted by the precipitous mountain range. They continued to learn from her, and longed for the day when she would come to this earth and bless it with her song. And in time, so did we. Until one day a man shrouded in darkness came. His eyes were bright like Nia's never-ending shrine, his mouth concealed by twisted metal and decayed flesh. His companions called him Malzagarn. He spoke a message from the so-called goddess of life from beyond the void, Uriah, who tasked him with the mission of spreading her voice to all non-believers in this land. But other than the goddess who gave us our fire magic, we would worship no one, especially not someone who only communicated through an embodiment of the unnatural life, like that dark prophet. And so we dismissed his words as the blasphemous ramblings of a barbarian. In time, we would be proven wrong. Years later the man returned, but not with a handful of trusted followers. Instead, he brought with him innumerable horrors from the abyss to rain acid and smoke upon our homes. He gave our leader a last chance to convert to his unholy sect. That is to say, I was offered that last chance. Everyone was slaughtered. Everyone except me, my brother, and a child with beautiful hair, whom we believed was the heroes of her fire. For never before we saw one of our own be born with the same hair colors as our goddess. But just like the scrolls and book we hoarded, we eventually lost her to the walking vultures of the desert, who took her as their own. They spared her life, seeing as she was but a child, but our own fate was vastly different. The goddess of life had cursed us to linger in this form and dwell in the caves beneath the earth in shame. The light of the suns we once revered became a scorching enemy by day. Our fire magic was quickly displaced by shadow magic, as we could no longer even withstand the heat of our flames. We had too became embodiments of corruption, a mockery of the beings we once were. We vowed to take revenge upon the Dark Warrior who brought disgrace upon our kind, and anyone who was ever close to him or his followers. Either we would be destroyed and released from our prison, or our curse would be extended to the creatures we abhorred. But this is all over now. We may still be able to find her on the other side of the veil, and bask in the glory of her song. Ooh. Again. Linnea. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. And so the door opens, and proceed to the southern cave and access with Ilinia. So, and I just have to move down there because I already removed the spiders. Also, doing that voice was really exhausting. War. We don't know what lies outside. Are you sure you want to proceed, my lady? Allow me to put enough this for a moment. No, let us see whether there might be something else of value in these caves first. Nah? Yes, I think it's time to go now. It's time to go. Boom. Look, it's a troll. A lone troll? He bears an unusual sigil on his armor for a troll. Hail there, whoever you are. Are you our enemy? The old battle-hardened drone stared at the sky for a minute before answering, while Anya and Evelyn eyed each other nervously. Kron works for no one but a Storm Lady. Elenia, wouldn't that be? Yes, I think so. Kron, if you allow me to ask, where is this person? We may or may not have arranged a meeting with her. Here. This is a quite urgent matter, and... Are you even listening to me? Pointing to the sky. There. The demoness descended from the sky in an impressive whirl of dust and leaves. Anya and Irulian stared in awe and immediately knew there would be a disadvantage if she were, in fact, their enemy. But Elenia did not have an opportunity to entertain such thoughts. She could tell at first glance that in spite of her young age, the Demon Lord of the Storms was not a type that would take admiration and other displays of weaknesses very well. After all, she had risked it all and come to enlist powerful allies for a dwindling cause. Alright, I think these two look rather frightening. Aegir, Demon Lord of the Storms, I suppose? That is I have to think about what voice to give for her. Let me drink something for a moment and let me ponder this question. That is correct, Elenia, the Lady of Light. I have been eagerly awaiting this moment for weeks. What took you and your party so long? I heard you hired the service of the Northrends to prepare an assault to the Gateway Fortress, instead of infiltrating it on your own. That wasteful spectacle could have ruined our plans. And your plans are intended to help us? Or is this just part of a convoluted scheme to catch me off guard near your headquarters? My priority is putting an halt to Uria's schemes, preferably vacuum collateral damage to a minimum. There just are not a lot of people these days who can truly be trusted. I had to ask the human seer to deliver my message to you because sending people's intentions is not one of your powers. And you've committed too many mistakes of late in that vein, much like Aloran. Aloran? I tried to warn him that Zango sent his new pets after him, but that fool would never allow my minis to approach him or his informants. I assume he never told you that. Repeat that name. Zangor? How? He recently became the Fist of Uria. I thought Eloran and you, of all people on Uria, would be aware of this. Elenia? You don't look good. Why? Why is he here? Why is he on Uria again? I did everything in my power to... Destroying a shapeshifter of his level is nigh impossible. And frankly, you never truly learned to employ the power of the Union effectively. Again, and you played around with it like children instead of working towards harnessing its full potential. But I don't blame you. There's a lot that you need to learn right now, and I can help you with that. However, we are running out of time. Will you help me? I came to ask to seek your help only because our goals converge on the ultimate purpose on ending this war. I can only help you if you are willing to help us. And first, I need to speak to you in private. Very well. So, that's the scenario. After this one, there is sort of a story scenario with a lot of story actually, but I'm not gonna do that today because for me it's late, and again, this leech voice really strained my voice. Anyway, look at Croc. He's a troll warrior, and he's exactly 77 hit points. Like, do they have 70? Yep. Okay. So anyway, are there any questions before I end the stream and end it for the day? Like, are there story questions? Are there questions about After the Storm itself? Stuff like that. So I could still answer this. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna say goodnight and thanks for watching. And probably should... Mary Renko was asked, after this cutscene scenario, we are gonna hit the finale, right? And my answer to that is no, because we are right now in scenario 5, and there are 13 scenarios in this, and some of them are split into 4 parts, or like into 2 to 4 parts, so there's a lot of stuff before we get to the actual finale. We are getting closer. Things are going to escalate from now onwards, but we are not at the end yet. But yeah, things are gonna accelerate and going to escalate a lot. So yeah. Other questions? If you've got no question, it would also be helpful if you just type in no, so I don't just wonder if what's it called? If you have not heard me yet. Okay, Mary Renko is hyped, but has no more question. And I think on that note I can end it. See you next time and stay hyped, just like your Tanner and stuff. Okay, Ashmiran has a question. It's not quite related to the stream, but ask away. And already see you to everyone who already leaves, because it's not related to the stream. Thanks for watching anyway. How do I pronounce my stream name? Like Überleben. Überleben. That's how I pronounce it and how it is pronounced. The U, E, like it's first of all it's a German word. Second of all, the U, E is together just an Ü, which is like a letter in the German alphabet, which is not exactly part of the Latin. I think, yeah, it's the Latin alphabet, but yeah, the pronunciation is Überleben. And I have no idea how to write it down. Like, I know there is some way to write out pronunciations, but I have no idea how. Which also means that sometimes my pronunciation is kind of off. So yeah. More questions or good night? Okay, you try to make it next time. Just tell me when you can make it, because in the next days I'm somewhat flexible about when I can stream. So yeah, first of all, see you next time. And if you remember any more questions, just ask me on Discord or under a YouTube video. See ya!